So good morning to all of you students. Today I am going to explain about the permutation group. So this permutation is different from that we study in the probability and statistics. This is not that permutation, rather it is related with the group theory. So this permutation group is basically nothing but it is a kind of mapping that is done in the element of a set from the set to itself. So this is that kind of permutation group. So this video basically covers the definition of the permutation group, and the definition of permutation means what type of permutation we are going to see in this video. Then what is function? You will have a very basic idea of the function, because one-to-one and on-to, these are the two main important point of this permutation group. So we will see one-to-one and on-to function, and then we will see like inverse permutation, identity permutation, and equality of two permutation, and some other operations on the permutations, and finally we will see some applications, and we will also see whether the product of two permutation is associative or not, or it is commutative or not, because we know in permutation group the product is basically associative but it is not commutative. So let us start. First we will define it. So first we will see, so this permutation group is a special case of mapping a set onto itself. Means it is a kind of mapping in which we map its elements to itself. Now let us consider a finite set, say A finite set, then a function f such that the mapping is done from the set to itself, then a function is said to be permutation of A if f is 1-1 or 1-to-1 and f is onto. So we are familiar with this 1-to-1 function and onto. So if this is 1, it holds two things, 1-1 and onto, then we can say this is said to be permutation of A, and this is 1-1 and onto. Moreover, we can say, that is to say, a bijection from a set A to itself is called the bijection from a set to itself is called the permutation of A. So this is basically, this is bijection. Moreover, the elements are the function and the operation is function composition, which is always associative, although not usually commutative. So it is associative but not commutative, although not usually commutative. So the elements are function and the operation, this is function composition, and this is associative but not commutative. Now we will see what is the function. We will see the very basic idea of the function. So a function from a set A to set B, function is a function from a set A to set B is a rule. This is a rule in which each element of set A, assigns each element of set A, that is the domain, assigns exactly one element of set B, means it is a rule, a function from set A to set B. This is a rule in which each element of set A assign, that is the domain, assigns exactly one element of set B, and which is that is called the range. It is called the range, or this is also known as codomain. Assigns exactly one element, this is domain and this is range. Now let us see, we will see like this is the example, but this is not the function. We will see this is not a function. Now we will see the example. So this is y square equals to 2x. As we can see, if we put 2, we are getting the value of y is 2. So this is okay. If we put 8, then value of y will be 4. This is also okay. But if we put minus 2, we are not getting the, if we put this 2, we are not getting minus 2 in this. So this is not a function. This is not a function. On the other hand, let us say this is, we can say this is case A and this is case B. Here we are having y equals to 2x square. If we put 2, we are getting 8. If we put 2, we are getting 8. This is okay. If we put 2, again we are getting, if we are putting, this is minus 2. Again we are getting 8. And if we put 1, again we are getting 2. So we can say this is a example of, this is a function. So this is not a function, but this is a function. Now we will discuss this one-to-one and on-to, and what is one-to-one function and what is on-to. Now we will see the one-to-one function and on-to function. They are very basic function, but this is the part of permutation group. So let us see. First we will see one-to-one function and then on-to function. So one-to function, one-to-one, or this is also called the injective function or injective function, also called injection also called injection, is a function, that maps distinct elements of set A, that is domain. It is called the domain, to each two distinct elements of set B, that is range or codomain under the function, that is f. So we can say this is one-to-one or injective function. This is a mapping, or this is also called injection. So it is a function that maps distinct set of elements of set A to distinct elements of set B under F. This is also written as one-to-one or also written as 1-1 or 1-to-1. Now this is the example. This is the example of 1-to-1. Like this is set A and this is set B. In set A we are having 3 elements 2, -2 and 1. And set B 3 elements 4, -4 and 2. So 2 maps 4, -2 maps -4, 1 maps 2, and this is a function, and this is y equals to 2x. So from here we can see, if we put 2, -2, 1 in this y equals to 2x, we get 4, -4 and 2. That is, f is such that a to b. So this is 1-to. This is 1-to-1. This is example of 1-to-1 function. 1-to-1 function. Now we come to the onto function. So onto function, onto, or this is also known as surjective function. Surjective function in which each element of set B, each element of set B is the image of at least one element of set A under F, and F is such that from A to B. So this is onto function. If these two properties, that is 1-to-1 and onto, is hold in some set, that is the permutation group that we have already seen. So this is onto. This is also known as surjective, and this is the image of at least one element of set A under F. Now this is the example of onto function. Let us say set A, this is set A, and this is set B. Set A is containing the elements like A, B, C and D, and set B is containing the elements like 1, 9 and 8. So these 4 elements are mapped to 3 elements 1, 9 and 8, and no element in set B is left. So all the elements of set B are the image of at least one element of set A. So this is onto function. So this is very simple definition of onto and 1-to-1 function. Now we will see the further things. We will see the things further in the permutation group. Now we will see some more features of the permutation one by one. So in a permutation on a set, in a permutation on a set, the range and the domain are both set A. So we can say the domain and the range both are the set, both set A, or any particular set about which we are talking. Moreover, if we talk about the degree, the number of distinct elements, of a set is called the degree of permutation. So we can say if a set is containing 5 elements, then the degree of permutation will be 5. So this is the degree of permutation. This is another concept related to permutation. Now let us consider a set. Consider a set, let us say A equals to A1, A2 and so on up to An, and let F be a bijection or bijective function. This is bijective function. So we know that bijective function is 1 to 1 and on to. This we have already seen. Then we can say the range can be given as F A1, A2 and so on up to Fan. So this is the range. It can be given as, and the domain is A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An. Now if we want to represent this in the terms of relation, then how we can write this permutation or this F? So in terms of relation, a function F is given as F equals to, this is A1, F A1, A2 F A2 and so on An, F An. So this is the in terms of relation. Now since permutations are bijections, Permutations are bijections or bijective functions. So it can be represented using the Cauchy's two-line notation. Permutations are bijections, hence they can be represented using the Cauchy's two-line notation. That is to say, it can be given as this is A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An, and this is FA1, FA2, FA3 and so on up to FAN. So this is Cauchy's two-line notation because these permutations are bijections. Now further, so far we have seen that there is a set that is containing the elements A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An, and that is having the range like FA1, FA2, FA3 and so on up to FAN. Because the set is finite set, so its elements can be ordered as, they can be numbered as like first, second, third. So since set A is a finite set, its elements can be ordered as like first, second and so on up to nth element, because this is finite. Therefore it is convenient for the better understanding of the permutation or the permutation group, it is better to take the set as 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to n instead of A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An for the better understanding. So it is convenient to take the form 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. Convenient to take the form 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to n instead of A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An for some positive integer, for any positive integer. So it is better convenient to take instead of for some positive integer. So in this way we can better understand the concept of the permutation. Now in general, so we can say generally, in general a permutation in general, a permutation is written as like f equals to this will be this is 1 2 3 and so on. F1, this is the range, F2, F3 and so on up to Fn and so on up to Fn. So this is the general way of notation a permutation. Now we will see some more operations like equality of permutation, inverse permutation, etc. So now let us see. Now we will see some characteristics of the permutations, or we can say types of permutations. Like we will see equality of two permutation, then identity permutation, and then inverse permutation. So let us see. First we will see equality of two permutations. So let F and G be two permutations on a set say X. So these are two permutations on a set X. Then two permutations are equal, or we can say then F equals to G if and only if Fx equals to Gx for all x belongs to capital X. So two permutations are said to be equal if Fx equals to Gx where small x belongs to capital X. For example, let F and G are given by, like F is 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1. This is say F, and another permutation, this is four three two one, and this is 4 and 1 2 and 3. So this is permutation G. So these two permutations are given. Now it is clear, or we can say it is evidently evidently F1 equals to, means 1 will map to, if we see in the second permutation, that is G, so this 1 will also map 2, so G1 is also 2. Now F2 is, this is 3, F2 is 3, which is equivalent to G2. This is also 3, this is also 3, and F3 is, this is 4, or we can say 3 maps 4. In this permutation G, this 3 also maps 4, so G3 is also 4, and F4, this is 1, and this is equals to G4. So we can say it is clear that Fx equals to Gx. Therefore, Fx equals to Gx, which implies that F equals to G, where X belongs to, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this shows the equality of two permutations. Two permutations are equal. Now we will see the next permutation, that is identity permutation. So in identity permutation means the elements of a set, or we can say the element of a permutation, they maps itself, or they are replaced by itself. So each element, if each element of a permutation is replaced by itself, or we can say each element of a permutation maps itself, then it is called identity permutation. Identity permutation and denoted by capital I. So this is identity permutation and denoted by I if each element is replaced by itself. For example, I can be given as, this is I, and say this is A1, A2, A3 and so on. So A1 is replaced by A1, or A1 maps A1, A2 maps A2, A3 maps A3 and so on, AN maps AN. So this is the example of a identity permutation. Or we can say, we can take any other example, like this may be A, B, C, A, B, C. So this is another example. So this is identity permutation. And the next permutation is inverse permutation. Inverse permutation. Inverse permutation, as we know, a permutation is 1 1 on 2, or this is bijective function. So we can say it will also have some inverse property. Now let us see. Since each permutation, since a permutation is permutation on a set is 1 1 on 2, or we can say bijective, since a permutation is 1 1 on 2, hence it is inversible. Hence we can say this is inversible. That is to say each permutation F on a set, say A equals to A1, A2, A3 and so on up to N, each permutation F on a set A will have a unique inverse. It will have a unique inverse, that is F inverse. So if there is a permutation, like it may be F, it may be G, then it will have F inverse. If it is G, then it will have G inverse for a particular set. So now, for example, if F equals to A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An, and this is B1, B2, B3 and so on up to Bn, then if this is this, then F inverse will be, its inverse will be B1, B2, B3 and so on up to Bn, and this is A1, A2, A3 and so on up to An. So if F is there, then F inverse will be there. So we can say this is the inverse permutation. Now you will see some more operations on this permutation. Like we know that its multiplication is not commutative, but this is associative. So let us see. Now we will see the product of two permutation. So this product of permutation, this is also known as composition of permutation. So let us see product of two permutation, product of two permutations F and G is denoted by fog or FG. So product of two permutations, let us say this is F and G, and this is denoted by fog or FG, where the degree will be same, means the degree of the permutation will be same for same degree. Now this fog or FG, this meaning first perform F and then perform G. So the product of two permutations F and G of same degree, this is denoted by fog or FG, meaning first perform F and then perform G. For example, let F is A1, A2 and so on up to An, B1, B2, Bn, this is F, and G is, this is B1, B2 and so on up to Bn, C1, C2 and so on up to Cn. So these two permutations, they are of same degree, F and G. Now the fog or FG, it can be given as like this is A1, A2, An, B1, B2, Bn, and this is B1, B2, Bn, C1, C2, Cn. Now the product will be, this means A1 will map B1 and then B1 will map C1. So this is equals to A1, A2 and so on up to An, and this will A1 will map B1 and B1 will map C1. So this will be C1, C2 and so on up to Cn. So this is the fog or FG. Here we can say F replaces A1, A2 and so on up to An, replaces A1, A2 by B1, B2 and so on up to Bn, and then G replaces B1, B2 and so on up to Bn by C1, C2 and so on up to Cn which gives this A1 C1, A2 C2, An Cn. So in this way we can say fog is also a permutation on a set, and this fog or Fg, this replaces A1 comma A2 and so on up to An by C1 C2 Cn. So this fog replaces or we can say, now clearly we can say fog is also a permutation on a set. So it is clearly fog is also a permutation on set. So this is the product of permutation or composition of permutation. Now we will see another example. In this we have to find the product of two permutations, and we have to show that it is not commutative. The product of two permutation is not commutative. So we will see with the help of the example. In this, two permutations are given. F is 1 2 3 4 and 2 1 4 3, and G is 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 4. Now we will find the product. So this product or Fg, it can be written as, this is 1 2 3 4 2 1 4 3, and G is, this is 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 4. So this is fog or Fg. It means we will perform first F and then perform G. So it will give, this will give, because this maps to, 1 maps to, and then we will see in the G 2 will map 2. So this maps 2 and 2 map 2. 2 maps 1, then 1 maps 3. So this will be 3. 3 maps 4 and 4 maps 4. Similarly 4 maps, this 4 maps 3 and 3 maps 1. So 4 maps 1. So this is fog. Now we will find the GOF or GOF or GF. Further, in the same way, GOF or GF, this is equals to, this will be equals to, first we will perform G, and G is this 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 4, and F is, this is 1 2 3 4 2 1 4 3 2 1 4 3. Now this gives 1 maps 3 and 3 maps 4. So this will be 1 map 3 and 3 maps 4. So this is 4. Now 2 maps 2 and 2 maps 1. So this is 2 1. 3 maps 1 and 1 maps 2. So this is 3 2. In the same way, 4 maps 4 and 4 maps 3. Now we can see that this fog is not equals to GOF because they are different. This is 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 and this is 1 2 3 4 4 1 2 3. So we can say this implies that fog is not equals to GOF or FG is not equals to GF. Hence we can say this is not commutative. Product is not commutative. Hence not commutative. So this is the product of two permutation. Now we will see this product is not commutative but this is associative. So let us see with the help of some example. So let us see this, we will understand with the help of three permutations. So we have taken three permutations, that is P1, P2 and P3, and P1 is given by this is 1 2 3 1 2 3 and P2 is this is 1 2 3 2 3 1 and P3 is 1 2 3 3 1 2. So let us calculate. First we will calculate P1 P2 into P3 and this will be equals to P1 is this is 1 2 3 1 2 3 so and this P2 is 1 2 3 2 3 1 and P3 is 1 2 3 3 1 2. Now and this is equivalent to this is 1 2 3 1 2 3, this is P1 and it comes out to be, because the multiplication of these two permutation will be 1 will map 2 and 2 will map 1. So it comes out to be 1 maps 2 and 2 maps 1. So this is 1 and 2 maps 3 and 3 maps 2. So this is 2. Similarly 3 maps 1 and 1 maps 3. So this is 3. Now and further this will be equivalent to 1 maps 1 and 1 maps 1, 2 maps 2, 2 maps 2, 3 maps 3 and further 3 maps 3. So this is equivalent to 1 2 3 1 2 3. So this is P1 into P2 into P3. Now we will check P1 P2. First we will multiply P1 and P2 and then P3. So this is equivalent to P1 is this is 1 2 3 1 2 3 and P2 is this is 1 2 3 2 3 1. So first we will multiply P1 and P2 and then we will multiply P3 and P3 is this is 1 2 3 and 3 1 2. Now if we multiply these two permutation, that is P1 and P2, 1 maps 1 and further 1 maps 2. So this is 1 maps 2, 2 maps 2, 2 maps 3. So it comes out to be 3, 3 maps 3 and 3 maps 1. 3 maps 3 and 3 maps 1. So this is 3. Now we will multiply it with P3, that is 1 2 3 and 3 1 2. Now it will be equivalent to 1 maps 2 and 2 maps 1. So this is 1 maps 2 and 2 maps 1, 2 maps 3 and 3 maps 2. So this is 2 and this is also 2. Then 3 maps 1 and 1 maps 3. Or we can say this is replaced by 3. So multiplication of P1 and P2, this is ultimately this is 1 2 3 1 2 3. So from here we can see that these two are equivalent. So we can see from here that P1 into P2 P3, this is equivalent to P1 P2 into P3. So we can say this permutation multiplication, this is associative. So we can say P1 into P2 into P3, this is equal to P1 P2 into P3, and hence this is associative. This is associative. So the product is not commutative, but it is associative. Now finally we will see some applications of the permutation group. So it can be applied at so many places. Normally this permutation group is used where we deal with the puzzles, symmetries, combinatorics, or it can be also be used in so many branches of like physics, chemistry and mathematics. So let us see few applications. Like first application is, it can be used in Rubik's cube. We are familiar with the Rubik's cube, so it can be used to solve the puzzle of this Rubik's cube. Second one is card tricks, or we can say if we are handling some cards, then we can solve different problems of the cards, that is playing cards. Then sliding, disc sliding puzzle, that is basically disc sliding puzzle. It can be used in disc sliding puzzles, and it can also be used like kaleidoscope puzzle. Like we know there are normally 100 cases in Kaleido puzzle, so it can be we can say it can be solved by using this permutation group. So this is another application, and then it can be used in like various symmetries. It can be used in various symmetries, and then combinatorics, that is counting problems. It can be used in counting problems, and then finally some other branches of physics, chemistry and maths. mathematics. So these are some few applications. Like first one is that is Rubik's cube puzzle, that is Rubik's cube. Second one is card tricks, then disc sliding puzzle, and then kaleidoscope puzzle. It can be used in kaleidoscope puzzles, and symmetries, various symmetries, and then combinatorics, and then some branches of the physics, chemistry and mathematics. So this is all about permutation group, and this in this video we have seen the definition of the permutation group, and then one-to-one and on-to function, then various characteristics of the permutation group like identity permutation, inverse permutation, then we have seen equality permutation, and we have also seen that the product of two permutation is not commutative, but the product is that is associative, and finally we have seen some applications of the permutation group. So thank you very much. I hope that it would be beneficial for you. Thank you.